Hello Internet, it's me Josh, the Aging Gamer. So, you guys know me, I love horror movies, I also love classic games, and I love when these things are combined. So games like Castlevania, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, those are some really awesome games, I really like those. Well, thanks to the spiritual successor to Castlevania, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, and all of its amazing backers on Kickstarter, we got Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. Curse of the Moon is a NES-like prequel to the yet-to-be-released Ritual of the Night, and with this game taking inspiration from the older Castlevania games, I just had to get this game. So Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, is it a true successor? Is it a failed imitation? Or is it just kind of there? Let's find out. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. As I mentioned, this game is very much like an old Castlevania game, specifically Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. You start off playing as the demon killer Zangetsu. In gameplay, he's very much a straightforward character. He jumps and he slashes. He kind of plays like Ryu Hayabusa from the Ninja Gaiden games. As you complete the first few levels, you'll unlock more characters. You can switch between these characters at any time, and each have their own life bar, which makes this game a bit easier at times. These other characters have their own play styles as well. There's Miriam, who seems to be the main character of the yet-to-be-released Bloodstained game. She has a whip attack similar to the Belmonts, she has a higher jump, and she even has a little Mega Man slide. She's fun to play as and is probably my favorite in the game. There's also Alfred the Alchemist, who has a pretty crappy close range attack but has some really cool magic spells. And last there's Jibel, whom is a Dracula-like character that can transform into a bat and has an upward bat-flinging attack, which is great for hitting high-placed enemies but awful for shorter ones. All in all, it's a great cast and you'll want to use them all throughout your playthroughs. So, similar to Castlevania, you'll want to knock down lanterns and beat down enemies so you can get more health and more magic points for your secondary attacks. Some of the level structures, what with the haunting castle backgrounds and all too familiar staircases, screams Castlevania. But the game isn't just a straight-up Castlevania clone. It does some things to set itself apart. Throughout each level, there's multiple paths you can take. There's also some areas you can only access with certain characters. And there's lots of secrets. This really helps the levels from getting stale, which is great because you're going to want to play through the story mode multiple times. And here's a few reasons why. When you play the game on normal mode, there's two different ways to play. You can recruit those extra characters, and after you beat the game, you'll unlock Nightmare mode, which lets you replay the game with your recruited characters, so you can get a lot of stuff you missed the first time. It also continues the story, and you'll fight harder bosses. Pretty cool stuff. If you play in just normal mode and refuse to recruit those other characters throughout the story, instead killing them, you'll play through the game as just Zangetsu. For each potentially playable character you kill, you'll actually gain an ability, like dashing, double jump, and a cool jumping slash attack. Beat the game this way and you'll unlock Ultimate Mode, that lets you play through the game as a fully powered up Zangetsu and be able to recruit the other characters. There's a few different endings, and if you want to see them all, that's what you're going to have to do. Not only that, but after unlocking Ultimate and Nightmare mode, you'll also unlock a Boss Rush mode. Damn, that's really awesome. As for the game itself, I wouldn't say it's a very long game. It's about 8 levels, but it's about on par with an actual NES platformer. I also got to point out that the level structures, the enemy designs, the crazy bosses, they're all nicely done. I love how animated some of these enemies are. Some are pretty frightening as well. The music in this game is pretty good too. Some of it's really catchy. So when it's all said and done, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon is a really fun game. I can't really find too many negatives with it. The game can be pretty challenging at first, but once you learn the levels and boss patterns, it's not too bad. With that said, if you're a bit intimidated by these types of games, there is a casual mode. This increases your character's endurance, enemies drop more health and magic, and it completely removes that annoying knockback when getting hit. There's no penalty for using this mode either, so casuals who want to play this title or gamer masochists who want a challenge can both enjoy the game. For only $10, I can't recommend this game enough. It's a great deal. I suppose I wouldn't recommend it if you're not into platformers, but if you're you're into retro nostalgic titles, you should absolutely download it. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night was one of my most anticipated titles this year, and this game got me even more pumped. With that said, I'd love to see what else Koji Igarashi and his team can do with the NES style type of play. But these are just my opinions. What do you guys think? Does this get you pumped for Bloodstained Ritual of the Night? Do you not even care? Let's talk about it in the comments. If you like this video, I'd appreciate a like, and go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. I thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.